Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Now today we're going to take a look at World of Tanks, and this is a really cool free-to-play third-person tank shooter MMO. It's a lot to say, but there's a lot going on. It's a really cool game, but let's get started so I can show you guys what it's all about and show you some gameplay. So you can see right here, you start the game, you've got 3 different tanks. You don't actually create a character, you just jump right in, and you've got 3 tanks, one from each of the basically factions, you could say. What's really interesting about it though is when you actually get into a game, it's not broken down by like US against Germany or Russians against Germans or whatever. It doesn't matter really what tank you choose. They just kind of set a balance based upon certain number of light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, and stuff of that nature, because there's a ton of different tanks in the game. But let's go ahead and show you guys some of the different features. So here we are, we're in the garage. You can see we can choose our different tanks. There's a German tank that we start with, and there's the American tank. And as you get more tanks, you can see you can buy 2 slots, or you've got one that you can actually buy some with the game's currency. But you can also take, and you can see you could sell this and open up that slot. Now, one of the cool things about this is you can take and let's go back to our Russian tank that we've been playing with, and you can see I've got a service. So I'm going to go ahead and accept, and that's going to resupply my ammunition because I have been playing a little bit. But you can see when you get into your research levels, I have researched a few things here. And you can see this is the starting equipment, and then you can upgrade those equipments. And I've upgraded a little bit. And then once you get to a certain point, you've got to buy them. So you can see here to mount, but I'm actually 419 credits short. So I actually I need to play another match and get that up. But one of the cool things with the credits is they do a really interesting job where they take and you can trade off value of time versus actually cash or real world money. So you can take, and you can see here you've got exchange gold. So you can take and you can exchange, I can exchange 400 credits for 1 gold. So you can see I've got 1,600, so I can actually get 4 gold right now. It doesn't seem like a lot, but if you play the game a lot, you can actually earn a lot of credits and then trade those in and earn gold, and then buy yourself higher level tanks a lot faster, or gear, or things, or even a lot of the ammunition, because you can see here I can get different ammunition, but you can see each one of these costs a gold, or each one of these costs 8 gold, and they're much more powerful as far as the damage that they can do and things like that. Now you also have your tech tree broken down by the different tank style, and you can see there's tons of tanks. I mean, look at this is the Russian tanks, the Germans, and the United States, and you have to earn your way through these. And what I mean by that is when you go into the research, you can see here that I've got to research all these different things, and then you can see this is the research cost, this 125, 45, 115, and stuff like that. So once you research enough, and then you get the research cost, you can actually research that tank, but you have to research it and then you have to buy it. So it's kind of this double step that you have to take. Then you also have crew that you're going to have in your different tanks. And you can see here you've got different types of guys, and they all start out about 50%. I can tell you that their experience level moves along rather slowly. So we can open his personnel file. We can see training levels 50%. Now we can actually take and we can buy him right up to a higher level based on having actual cash or using the game's in-game currency. But you can see once he reaches 100%, then he's maxed out. Now what's really cool is when you're in a certain tank, once you take and you reach all of the research in here, you can then, once all of these are fully researched, you can actually then have experience distribute directly to your guys that are running your tank, and that becomes very valuable. The more well trained they are, the better drivers they become, the better gunnery they do, and more accurate they are, and things of that nature. So you can see here's the depot with all the different tanks. And not only does that have the tanks, but it also have different modules, like, you could see there turrets and stuff like that, and shells, equipment, and consumables. And right now we don't have a lot of those because we're in the base tank, which they don't have a lot of those available. Let's grab our Russian tank. And you can see you've got the store, which you can go in, you can buy. This is where once you've researched them, you can buy the tanks. Here's the different costs. You can see here that you don't have to research it if you want to pay straight up cash for that one and jump ahead. So there is a way to kind of jump through the loops, or you take it nice and slow and do the research portion of it, which, it works. So you can see here I've done 2 battles. I've survived one. I've had lost twice. I've destroyed 3 tanks. I got 2 in 1. My hit ratio is 21%, damage 129. Now it becomes very important because when you do a battle, the longer you live, the more damage you do to other tanks, and the actual tanks that you destroy directly relates to the amount of experience and the amount of credits that you get at the end of the battle. But let's jump into a battle so you guys can see what that's all about. And you can see you've got a couple different options. You've got a standard battle, you create platoon, team training, or tank companies. Now, what's really interesting about it is the standard battle, you go in and you can see battle lasts till all enemy vehicles have been destroyed or the enemy base is captured. Invite your friends to take part in joint battle, player limit 3. Team training, sharpen your combat skills with your comrades in arms. No experience is earned in these battles. Now, I'm not really sure why you would do the team training unless, I really don't know. But some people do. Gather your own team and fight against pure teams, player limit 15. But we're just going to jump into a standard battle because, I don't really see a lot of reason right now to play in some of those other ones. Maybe some of you other guys have actual reasons that you can tell us why you would play in those other battles, and you can tell us in the comments. But for me personally, I can't really see why you would do things like the team training and stuff like that. But you can see it takes a little bit for guys to load up. You can see them on the right and the left right now. They're loading up. You can see it shows my frames per second, my ping and lag and stuff along of that nature. We start in about 40 seconds. You can see that up in the upper right. And then down in the lower right, you can see we've got our map, which actually shows the 2 flag areas. You can see where all the green dots are, and that's where we are. And then the other giant dot with the Roman numeral 1 on it is where the enemy is, and those are the bases that have to be captured. And you can see here's all the different tanks and stuff like that, and here's our flag. But graphically speaking, you can see, there's a lot of detail as far as these tanks are concerned. Now you can zoom in to essentially a first-person shooter style environment, or you can zoom out. Let me actually turn that that volume down just a little bit. Let's go there and make sure you guys can hear me. Let's go back to the game. Now you can see right there we've got our aiming reticle, and you can see as it's slowly zeroing down, the smaller that circle, the more accurate your shots are going to be. So you can see if you're moving, your shots are going to be very inaccurate. You can even hold it still, and it'll take it won't actually go all the way down to where it's going to be locked in. You have to not be moving. So key there is if you can get in a good spot. If you can get in a good spot, hold yourself nice and still, that's when you're going to get your best shots off. But you can see, like I was saying, graphically concerned, the game is really, really good looking. It runs really well. You can see some of my guys are actually getting shot at right now. We're going to come around this corner a little bit, and there's going to be, looks like there's a guy hanging out right there. And this, one of my guys got in my way. See if we can get behind this guy. Take a good shot. We're going to need him to get out of the way. See if we can lock this guy in. We got to get out of the way. Oh, we're actually sitting duck. Oh, actually it looks like we're dead. Yep, we're dead. So here's one thing. Basically, once the it's really weird. It says that I'm dead, but it shows that I've got 66 of 100, but I think that's because it says my commander is dead. So I'm actually just a sitting duck. I can't do anything. I can't aim, I can't fire. It's really weird. My commander's dead, but my gunner's not dead. He should still be able to fire, right? So once you're out of the game, you can move around. You can use the right click to switch between different tanks, stuff like that. See what different guys have going on. See where different players are. Or you can actually exit out of the game. I'm going to exit the battle because I want to show you guys some of the other battles. Now, once you exit out of the battle, you can see I'm back in my garage. You can see that tank is in battle. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here, and I'm going to grab the American tank and jump into another battle. So that's one thing that's kind of cool is you can leave the battle, go out, pick another tank, and jump into another battle. Kind of a nice little feature, so you can keep playing once you're actually knocked out because you don't respawn. Now you can see we're that last environment we were in kind of a city environment. Now as you can see, everything is based in World War II. All the maps are based on certain areas where different battles, I guess, took place. You see completely different style of tank, stuff like that. Now, one thing you have to also be really careful of is when you're aiming. You can see, let's say I aim over here at this guy. So you're once this gets started, I can't move yet, so showing you this right now is not really going to make much of a difference. But we'll show you in about 15 seconds. La la la, in 10 seconds. That's one thing. I think that's a little bit too long, but I guess it's just making sure that everybody gets loaded up. So you can see once you can see I've got myself aimed this way. Now watch as I turn. So I've got my aiming over here, but you can see my turret takes a minute to actually catch up. So you need to wait until your turret is actually aimed in the right direction. But let's cruise off in this direction. Let's go see if we can't find a little spot to kind of camp out and hide, because that's one thing that you have to be very careful of, is getting yourself out in the open like I did, especially in that last fight, makes yourself very susceptible to getting taken out. So we actually want to stay behind some trees, keep ourselves hidden behind bushes and stuff of that nature. Now, one thing that's really cool is once one of the tanks that is essentially on your side sees an enemy, the enemy will show up on your actual map down at the bottom. So it's key to keep yourself kind of stationary to let your aiming. So you can see right there goes one guy, and he's actually firing on us right now. We're actually getting smoked. We're about to get taken out. Yeah, we just went out there way too far, way too fast. Had nobody with me. So doing a great job showing you guys how to die. So let's exit this battle. Hopefully my Soviet tank will be out of that other game. Nope, still in battle. So let's grab the German one. We're going to run through all of these, it looks like, and let's jump into a battle. You can see tanks by tier. It shows you how many tanks are jumping in. You can see the adjustments. So actually it looks like we won that other one. So it shows you right there the experience and the credits received. And you can see there was also the double experience earned on that for the first victory of the day. So there's all these little things like that that you get that really add to the aspect as far as making sure you want to win battles, and you want to make sure that you stay alive, and all different things like that. Now this is actually one of my more favorite maps. I just like it because it's got a lot of terrain, a lot of different things like undulations and ability to get the high ground and take guys out. We're going to cruise over here to the left. There's a little spot right about where I'm aiming right now where we can get up on the high ground. I'm actually going to wait and see if anybody else cruises over that direction, because I don't want to get caught over there all by myself and just get taken out. But you can see down on the bottom left, you can see different guys communicating. You can also see down on the bottom left is all your tank information. You can see as things turn, there we go, we do have some guys heading that direction, but this tank is really slow. But you can see as things get damaged, whether it be your tracks, your weapons, your turret, your engine, things like that, they'll show up red. They can get repaired by the different members on your team. Not sure why that guy just cut me off like that. But hey, whatever. I guess he was really, really anxious to get over to that spot. So you can see some of these guys they've been playing. They know their little spots that they're going to head to, and that's one thing that becomes really imperative is knowing the maps. When you start to know the maps, you start to be able to pick different spots to hide out in, different spots to do different things, and to, quote unquote camp, I guess you could say, because the game really becomes a lot more than just a shooter. It has a lot of strategy elements to it. You can see this guy's heading up to the high ground here, because there's a lot of guys that'll come this river, and you can see there's some right there cruising along, trying to make their way around the backside and take aim at us. So let's see if we can actually land a shot on this guy from far. We hit him, but we didn't penetrate. So yeah, so the problem is there we go. So we're starting to penetrate on this guy. So we actually went through and we actually hit a different target. So we're gonna just keep trying to nail these guys. Now he actually moved out of range, so let's shoot on this guy. That guy got a nice little shot on him. Now one kicker is you can see as they're moving, thankfully this guy's kind of slow, so maybe we can take a shot on him and actually get a hit. There we go. We hit that one. Hit him again. But I mean, like I said, it really becomes part of strategy as well as a shooter game. And you can see we've already, so it looks like we're tied 3-3 as far as losses are concerned. Now they know that they probably are not going to be able to get through that side, so they're all backtracking it a little bit. I don't know if I'm actually getting shot at. Seemed like I was, so there we go. Looks like we almost hit that guy. It looks like somebody else just took him out though. You can see down on the bottom left, right above the map, you can see it saying who's destroying who. Let's see if we can get some of these guys to come out. Looks like some of our guys are making a little run to try and get these guys to come out. But it looks like we took all the guys out trying to make their little run on that ridge, so we're going to have to make a move to another spot here. And unfortunately, these early tanks are really slow. Now, you can move your turret around by moving your mouse, but if you move your mouse around and you hold down the right click, you can look around without actually moving your turret. So that can come in really handy. So there's another guy over here. I wonder, it looks like him and one of our guys is one of our teammates are actually in a little bit of battle there. Let's see if we can get out. Oh, looks like he took him out. One of our guys took him out. So let's see if we can sneak around and get on one of these other guys. But obviously, you know, things like the high ground, getting above other guys. So they've got 3 tanks left, so it looks like we're probably going to win this. It looks like they just lost another one. But, you know, we are leaving our base pretty wide open. But the chances of them actually getting into our base are pretty slim. You can see there's one guy right there, but he's actually in battle with one of our guys. So it looks like they'll probably take him out. And we've got several guys making a move on the base right now. They're down to 2 now. So there's one right by their base, and then there's one up and over there. Looks like he actually took out one of our guys. So let's see if we can get up here. Let's get still, see if he pops out for us. There he is. And I missed. And he's actually got a much better gun than us, so he's probably, yeah, I knew he was going to take us out. Unfortunately, it becomes one of those things where the tanks that are a little bit, see, that's actually an M2. It's a light tank, but it has a lot more armor than I have. So, and you can see he's a lot faster, so he's probably upgraded quite a bit because he's cruising around pretty fast. So we've got 3 guys left. At least I did a little bit of damage to him. Maybe one of our guys can take him out. Hopefully, he's actually got 3 kills, it looks like. I've got no kills, but I got a bunch of damage on different guys. Yeah, he's just running around taking guys out right now. It's pretty crazy. So here's one of our guys. Let's zoom in on and see. You could see his tank, this is really cool that you can change the actual your actual vision. There we go. He took him out. Got the nice little kill on that one. This is that was his first kill, but I'm sure he's done plenty of damage to the other tanks. Not sure what he's doing. Why he's just hiding behind here, waiting for this Black Dragon guy to pop out somewhere. But I think he's actually right by their base, so it's probably gonna be these last 2 guys. Well, our other guy has only got 1% of his actual health left, so he's not gonna make a run anytime soon for the flag. But there's the last guy. The last one of their tanks. I don't know how much. Let's see if we can get a lock on him and see how much actual health he has. Nope. But he took out. So it's 1-on-1. This guy he's got 5 kills versus this guy with 1 kill. But he's got 100% of his health. So who knows how much health this other guy has. There we go. He's at 92%. So it's all going to be a matter of them just locking in on each other and nailing each other with shots. So they're both actually moving right now, getting out of range. So it looks like he's probably going to win because he's got a good gun and he's got good armor. And this guy's already down to 12. Our guy's already down to 12%. We were actually in quite control of this game for a while, but it looks like we're probably going to lose now that he's got a little bit of a beat on him. Let's see if he can get moving around at all. He looks like he's moving really slow because he's pretty injured. So it's a matter of if this guy's going to come out and take his chances to take him out. But that's one of the things about the game is, I mean, you can jump out of these, you can stay in them. I'm going to say this is pretty inevitable and jump out because I'm pretty much out of time. And he actually, it does have a beat on him, and he's pretty screwed. So that tank will be out. But you can see here, there's that victory we're talking about, and there's the defeat. So it was over, but I got 80 experience and 1,744. Now, one thing to know about the experience or the research is it's only applicable to that tank. So you can see like this one's got 154, this one's got 80, and this one's got 164. So it's only applicable when you move over to those different tanks and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. I know I did. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you'd like to play World of Tanks or read our full review at MMOden.com, just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.